Daddy? I'm sorry. Daddy. I'm sorry. Daddy. Sorry. Daddy. Daddy. Sorry. Daddy. Daddy. Daddy? Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Glory Hounds. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game and others, and get the newest version earlier, you can go to Patreon, where it's $3 a month. Hey, I got it right on the first time. So, on the last Let's Play, we came to the art gallery, where we had a talk with Miss Howick? Basically the person I'm thinking is Cliff's great-great-granddaughter, and I'm trying to scope out the place, where we saw a fish person who was giving us a shady look, a parrot, and Daddy. Sorry. The big whale guy, who, you know, seems kind of to look like the guy that the main character doesn't know, nor maybe the Dawn Hound. Could be the Saltwater Syndicate guy. There could always be a twin brother. Who knows? I don't know, I haven't been looking through the profile in this game. We'll never know until we progress. So, reset face. And investigation continue. I find them sitting on the bench in the main hall. There you are. What took you so long? Sorry, she was just letting me, just telling me where the gift shop was. You mean the really obvious one near the exits they all but corral you through? The one that's not even open right now? Honestly, maybe I should just start telling the truth at this point. I'd make myself look a lot less of a fool. Right, that one. Ah, darn. I was really hoping to buy some merch, fiddlesticks, and all that. You alright? Never better. Really? Because you're really sweaty when you keep looking over your shoulder. Oh, if you only knew. So, how were the statues? Oh, you missed a bunch. There was stuff dating back to, like, the Middle Ages. Very fancy. And there's all these golden chandeliers. Chandeliers. And necklaces. I'm pretty sure if you milled them all down, you could make a bigger statue than the one at the City Hall. You must be in your element then. I'm in Nirvana. I might as well ask, right? Glad you're having fun. You haven't seen or heard anything weird then? I'm looking at you right now. They grin. No, I mean weird. Who's asking? Veda said there were some, rowdy tourists walking around. This is Shakespeareburg, Alex. There's rowdy tourists everywhere. Especially rowdy? Oh. It's like, rowdy. No, that, weird. No, you're weird. Weird. You mean the rowdy tourists? Okay, the extra rowdy tourists. Well, there was one thing I noticed. No tourists, but I've seen a couple of janitors going around. They shake their head. Nah, it's probably nothing. Janitors? Just something I spotted when I was walking around. There's quite a few of them. So they noticed too. At first I was like, okay, at least I cleaned the place. But then I went to the bathroom for a bit. And when I got back, they cleaned the same spot for the third time. Also, there's this weird guy in a gimp suit. That was especially weird. They pointed at the money talks gown at the center of a large room we're in. There's a horned chameleon standing next to it, dressed in black. Even the color of his scales matches. There's a nasty looking scowl on his face. Third wall breaking. It took you this long to get to my grand entrance? Hey, don't bit in my story. Can we please just fight them? I am inclined to agree. Not you too. I would rather not miss an episode of Incultes de Homer tonight. Neither would I. Get to the point already. As I was saying... Like I said before, there was a nasty looking scowl on his face. Is he staff? That guy's been staying there for a solid 10 minutes. I know it's a centerpiece of the collection, but jeez. Also, have you looked at the gown? I swear, it looks different in the photos. Sorry, I'm trying to put 2 and 2 together before the game catches me up to it. Has the thing already been stolen? Their whispering seems to catch the horned chameleon's attention, who somehow manages to wiggle his hands out of his pockets and scampers off into the hallway. Ah, the janitor. Where I spot another janitor waiting. The two exchange words before the janitor looks in our direction. Seriously, you do not recognize this man from like, what? Maybe a day or two ago. Probably like a week, at most a week or two ago. My blood goes cold as I recognize the jacket he's wearing. I can smell a hint of spicy sauce from all the way over here too. It's that Barracuda, Ishmael. So, that card wasn't a fake. They're already in here. He pulls a radio out of his jacket and talks into it, maintaining eye contact with me. He's just far away enough that I can't hear what he's saying. Then, he starts walking my way. Shit. Shit. I mean, the big dude I saw earlier must be... Wait, that means big dude it must be. Everything okay, Alex? We need to find somewhere to hide, and quick. What? Just listen to what I say, okay? You're serious, aren't you? Deadly. Come on. I break out into a sprint as the other janitors come out of their hallways. It's like a clean convention here. I can't think of what I'm thinking of, but when... Oh, like a Blue episode was like, yeah, there's like a lot of butlers. I take Lou by the wrist and lead them down the corridor. I gotta find a place where they'll be safe, where no one will ever look. Right, the politicians through the ages exhibit. Okay, you got me. I finally come to a stop next to the bus of a guy with the sourest expression I've ever seen. This place is about to get robbed. One of the janitors was a dude from the store the other day. You mean the guy who tried to rob Mrs. DeBurn? Yeah, it's the Saltwater Syndicate. So, we're stuck in here with a gang of thieves? I'll call for help. I'll take care of it. You stay here. Don't be stupid, Al. You can't take on the robbers on your own. I might not be able to, but I know someone who is. If you see Fenna, tell her I'm on it. I give him a pat on the back and head deeper into the gallery. You know, splitting up usually gets people killed in horror movies, right? Idiot. I didn't think the Syndicate would be making their move this soon. I run out of the exhibit. Lou will be safe, I hope, but the Syndicate is still on my tail. I need to shake him off and find a place where I can call Raoul and Milo. Don't you have like a headset or something? They'll know what to do for sure. Hey, Spotty, stop right there, you land-loving dog. I still got a score to settle with ya. So, wait, what about... Was he the fish janitor we first saw, or was that a different fish janitor? Anyways, I enter the nearest bathroom and barricade the door with a trash can. Footsteps sound just inside the door. I would have gone the woman's room. I was going to say the female's room. It's kind of weird saying. Because, I mean, if you're a man, you're going to the man's room, but it's, hey, if you go in the woman's room, they might not think of that. Looks like they didn't see me go in here. That should bear me some extra time. It's surprisingly clean for public space. Also, hopefully the headset can go through, these buildings, because sometimes they could be, thick with, I don't know, lead or just extra material. I guess janitors must have been here too. As awkward as it is, I quickly check the stalls to make sure no one else is around. I slip in the last one and close the door as quietly as I can. I've been wearing the earpiece Mela gave me this entire time. What did he say again? Just flip the switch and establish a connection, then push to talk? I sit down and stay my nerves, as the toilet seat is freezing cold. Hello? What do they usually say in the movies? Over? Do you copy? Over? The line crackles, followed by a familiar voice. Count, what is your current status? Milo's voice comes in loud and clear. Emphasis on the loud. I almost fall right off the toilet seat. Hound, requesting immediate backup. Fish are in the net. I sigh. Screw this. They're here. They pretend to be the staff. Milo's quiet for a moment. Then I hear an eerie chuckle. Ingenious approach. Most likely infiltrated before a gallery even opened. We can give them the big pat on the back once I'm out of the gallery, currently crawling with thieves. You actually called in on time, Spot. I've got something with your name on it. Well, it does. It doesn't actually have your name on it yet. Yeah. Over. Do you want your name on it? Over. I'm stuck here. They will see me if I try to leave. Oh, that. Hold on. Give me a moment. Over. Mr. Brevard, please don't. The line crackles, and I hear something click in the place behind me. When I take a look, a section of the tiles seems to be shaking. I'm moving too. The toilet? The toilet is moving. What did you do? Hold on tight. This might be a bumpy ride. So we basically have... This will explain a lot how we're able to get places and stuff. As if on cue, the wall suddenly lowers into the ground. I have a little time to comprehend it before the toilet flips onto its back, tossing me into a black void. Oh, hopefully it wasn't full. Da 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 da. There's a surface below me, some sort of slide, but it's almost like a vertical drop. I scream as loud as my lungs let me. Also, who does all the work for this? Is this gonna happen every time? I turn and brace myself. I don't want to break my neck when I hit the ground. And I hit the ground. I do. Hard. Ugh. Even the softness of the mat is like a punch to the gut. I struggle to get my feet. When I do, I realize my pants are wet as can be. Of course. Toilet water. Once my utter confusion subsides by the tiniest amount, I take a look around, and back in the underground computer room below Rao's mansion. Is the art gallery next to... How would that happen unless there's some kind of conveyor belt? A la Satisfactory. And there's a Rottweiler looming over me as I stagger to my feet. He doesn't have glasses. It's kind of weird looking. So, I've decided not to put your name on it for now, but I was thinking we could always embroider it later. What do you think? I was at the art gallery. How'd I end up here? Secret passageway. Pretty nifty, huh? Secret passageway. Into a bathroom. Nifty is not the word I'd used. Soaked. I shake my leg, but all that does is get it on my new shoes. Ugh. Why did you bring me all the way back here? We can't just leave him. The Rob's place blind. I'm worried about Lou too. Are they safe? God, if the syndicate doesn't kick my ass, Lou certainly will. Mr. Brevard, press the button before I can stop him. We have to get back there right now. Of course, but you don't think you can stop a robbery just like that, do you? Lights! He claps his hands, and the lights dim. Drummel, or drummel. Oh, I completely forgot what it looked like. It's nifty. Like, I thought it was, like, pinkish, but I didn't think it was, like, nicely. He claps his hands again, and, when the lights come back on, a mannequin has risen from the floor below. Voila, c'est pas. Now, I ran into a few problems deciphering your blueprints. You have a very unique sense of style. Let's just see that one more time. Super cool. But in the end, I think I succeed in marrying functionality and comfort to make it a product worthy of carrying the Brevard name. Also, you got that sex line right there. It's light, mostly bulletproof, easy to clean, and most importantly, the suit can be worn underneath almost any item of clothing. Now, bulletproof doesn't exist, but though granted this is the future. I think bullet resistant, but how much? Also, I mean, from the sides, but like, it's like, it's bulletproof, except for the parts that count, you know? What about stab proof? Because, you know, we've also had to worry about stabbing. I tilt my hat. It's very flashy. I've outfitted it with heating and cooling elements too, so it should be able to withstand the elements. What about the this thing right here? Let's see, what else? Tracking dots, magnets on boots. What are tracking dots? Magnets? If you click your heels a couple of times, you can stick to walls. Like, are we talking about metal walls because they're magnets, or are we talking about any wall? You did all that in, what, 2 hours? Maybe I was really underselling him. That's not all. Earl snaps his fingers. A second platform rises from the ground. Is that a gun? Yes and no. This is the state-of-the-art grappling gun, made for scaling buildings and covering large amounts of distance in a jiffy. You mean like a He holds his paw to my mouth. Stop right there. We don't want any copyright issues. Like a Spidey string or like some kind of bat thing. I have no idea what he's talking about. Right. I lower his hand. I haven't taken it for test drive yet, but it should work out just fine for someone like you. Someone like me. What is that supposed to mean? Simple tool for simple man. Rude. Simple is not always negative quality. Don't worry, I ran careful calculations, so it wouldn't rip your arm off out of its socket or anything like that. It's safe to use, right? Raoul? According to my calculations, yes. I thought you were 4 times Innovator of the Year winner. I can't exactly go around testing grappling hooks. Oh, but I can? There is little time to be worrying. Yes, idle banter won't save art gallery. You're absolutely right. I don't know if he's saying that because he agrees or because he wants me to shut up. You ready to suit up, Dusk Hound? time's a-wastin'. I ignore Raoul's flexing, running my paw over my jumpsuits like on the mannequin. I get a feel for the imitation leather of the crop jacket, the mask staring at me through with unblinking eyes. Throughout? Yeah. It's kind of badass. Way better than the cosplay stuff Max is always looking at online. He'd be so jealous if I showed them this. That, and it's also bulletproof. Ready as I'll ever be. There's one final thing for me. The crow produces a little jewelry box with his breast pocket and hands it over to me. I want you to have this. I made this with my own hands, based on the design by Master of Art. You're not gonna propose, are you? It is only a little welcome present. Upon opening it, I find what appears to be a star-shaped pin inside. Is this some sort of gadget too? Milo shakes his head. It's a tongue-piercing attachment for use in costume. Aw, you made this for me? Only to keep identity somewhat secret. You really do care, huh, Meme? The crow makes a sound halfway between a growl and a surprised squawk. Don't push it. They try to act professional, but they sound like an old married couple bickering sometimes. Like, I don't know, when it comes to... I don't have a piercing in my tongue. I think I was making out with somebody with a piercing. I don't know. I'm not sure if they had the piercing in them. Anyways, I think a piercing in your tongue might be a bit cumbersome, but I think if it's star-shaped, it could be kind of dangerous. You know, take a hit the wrong way, tongue on tongue, that might pierce your tongue or something, or the roof of your mouth. It's kind of endearing. It's cute. Thanks, Milo. Granted, I'm not the expert in tongue piercings. He nods, feathers bristling. He looks adorable like this. Alright, let's get the show on the road. Did I have to censor that? Okay. Kinda hot. Not gonna lie. Would. It's his first time! Hey, I never slipped onto a conch that easy the first time either. Just saying. I'm overcome with a surreal sensation when I see myself in the reflective metal walls. I'm not looking at Alex de Rooij anymore, but someone else entirely. I'm brooding. I turn, looking at myself every which way, which I guess makes sure your equipment is good, but there is maybe a thieving going on. Unless they were just trying to get rid of us. Stretch my legs, tying the belt around my waist. God, my ass looks kind of great in this getup. I haven't... Funny enough, and sorry for the side story, I didn't think of my ass as looking great, but when I first met my internet friends, funny story, from their perspective, they were walking by me and we didn't know each other and they were like, damn, that guy's a great ass. Then, you know, we've eventually found ourselves in line and we're at MFF and I was like, hey, I'm in this part of the line, they were ahead of me, and it turned out the guy that they were checking out with the great ass, hyena. How is it, Spot? I'm, beginning to see the appeal. My phone vibrates. Oh, woo. The material of the jumpsuit is so thin, it tickles my legs. Who's calling? I put my finger in my muzzle and pick up. Took you long enough? It's a relief to hear them shouting at me again. Lou, are you alright? What's the situation out there? There's guys with weapons running around the halls. Where'd you go? I tried to find you, but it's like you went off the map. I thought I told you to stay put in the exhibit. There's another person in the gallery? I heard someone scream. They might have gone, the curator lady. I have to do something now. You could end up hurt. So I'll pick myself back up. What if they kill her? Pick myself back up? Oh no. No, listen. I'm the one who got you in this mess. I'm the one that'll get you out. Just hold on. They're coming. Gotta run. Around my temples. As if that situation needs to get any worse. Spot, what's going on? I only notice now I'm hyperventilating. Not to freak out, okay? I took someone with me to the gallery. You did what? You absolute imbecile. I didn't want it to end up like this. I thought it would just be... What? Fun day out in the park? He narrows his eyes. I feel my cheeks get even hotter, and a pit starts to form in my stomach. Yeah, you probably should have asked beforehand, just saying. I really messed up, didn't I? I figured it'd help me stand out less, and I'm scared of going alone. You should have told us. You put innocent person in danger. I know. I do not think you know. Once again, we fight real criminals. You came close to dying in the store only 1 week ago. Do not invite others to share in that fate. I want to sink underground. Well, even deeper underground and disappear. But all I can do is meet his eyes with my own. I know, I fucked up. But I need your help. Is your friend safe? They seemed okay. But they said Fenna might be in trouble. They go in after her. Situation is most urgent. We will discuss lack of communication common sense later. Correct. If there's a civilian stuck in the gallery, there's not a moment to lose. Let's go save our friend, Spot. What's the best way back up there? By car, I'm afraid. Secret passage only goes one way. The look he gives his boss is one I haven't seen since I got terminated at my old job. What would that be? This is why I told you not to press button. I grabbed the grappling gun and turned to the side. You have to say, like a one-way, possibly everywhere passage is pretty good, but it's definitely good if it's two-way, just saying. Especially if for some reason the point of exit for one-way it seems to be somewhat out of the city. Though hopefully we have like some kind of Dawn car. There might be another way. I've got one of these too, Rao. Only a prototype. Oh, what are you planning? We'll just go back the way we came. It's a good infiltration point. Hell of a climb, though. We don't have another plan. I aim up and squeeze my eyes shut. Aim the gun up at the dark void in front of me. Like this? Like that. Now, just pull the trigger. I swallow, ooh, and after thinking my entire life, as well as what led up to this point, I side follow through. For Lou. I squeeze the trigger. It's not working. Is my mechanism jammed? It should work fine. Try again. I finally open my eyes again. I'm still standing here, in the computer room. I feel almost weirdly relieved. I need to tell you this, boss, but maybe you should take this one back to the drawing board. Ah! Suddenly, I'm catapulted forward into the darkness. I'm sick to my stomach. I'm going faster upwards than I've ever did going down. Holy shit! Must resist. Vomit. Rising. Something clicks, and the momentum slows. I'm left dangling for a moment before I pull myself up and clamber over the ledge I found myself at. I pull the trigger of the gun again and detach myself from the wall, cord checking on its own. I look over my shoulder. The slide gets less vertical from here, but I still have a lot of ground to cover. It smells real musty here. Max's room on a Saturday levels of musky. Scratch that. The hen, when we were still allowed to smoke inside levels of musky. Sorry, it's kind of hard to read that. I can see some light coming from the far end, through the rows upon tunnels leading into this place. So wait, the other end was left open? I wonder where all of these go. Another grappling hook hits the wall behind me, yanking me back to reality and almost making me roll back down the slide again. Whoa! I hear footsteps coming up behind me, then laborious grunting as the boss struggles to pull himself up. Need a hand? Please. As I pull myself up, I realize I hadn't considered how heavy it was before offering. And now, I wish I reconsidered. I've got you. I've got you. There. There we go. He stands up, out of breath, and we both peer into the dark tunnels ahead. And you thought it wouldn't work. Pretty sure I still shaved a couple of years off my life. So, how far is it? It's gonna be a little hike. He clasps my back, but it's nothing this team can't handle. Isn't it like on the other side of town? How did I even drop down to the layer that fast? These tunnels are very efficient. That tells me nothing. I wish I was half as optimistic as this guy. My earpiece crackles. Ed, I hear Biles' voice. Are both of you still in the world of living? Barely. We're on tip-top shape, Raven 3. Over. Raven 3? I figured I'd give you a codename as well. What do you think of it? Over. There's a moment of silence on the other end of the line. I am not Raven. But it sounds mysterious, dashing, handsome. Over. I am neither mysterious nor dashing. So he's not denying the handsome part. Naming sensibility leaves much to be desired. It will do for now. Goal is straight ahead of your location. Exercise your caution. Restrain it. Thank you. Over and out. He nudged me, then tilts his muzzle into the darkness in front of us. We're here. And with that, and it's been a little time, I think that's a good time to call it. Because we've been found out, got our clothes on, and are hyenaing. And that's the end of me for tonight. Well played more, but I'm exhausted. Still sick. Try my best. Also emotionally exhausted for some reason. I had this thing today where I was like, hey, do you want to do an interview today? And it's like, okay. Well, it's going to be in 2 hours. Like, okay. And yeah, I did it. It went well, but still a job that I'm kind of sus about getting. Anyways, and if this was basic comment, guys, I like comments, if you like dislike, tips as always. If you like my YouTube, you like go grab cups of coffee. Then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos epic room. Please remember spaying your animals to control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's a little bit free on a show. But if you want to support the people that make this game and others, and get this game and others earlier, you can go to the Patreon, $3 a month. And until next time, let's play me, GamerWolfSix of Glory Hounds. So thanks and see ya.